All right.
Please wait for a microphone for asking a question. Who would like to start us off? Mike.
Geno, sorry, I guess I should just ask, you guys any good?
In honor of our friend.
Along those lines, you've won 11 in a row. It seems like a lot of things are trending in the right direction. I'm just wondering how you feel about the progress of the team now that we're in February, kind of at the top of the home stretch. 2 great opportunities out of the conference coming up this month. Finish line in sight, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is. I was talking to the team about that. Having non-conference games in February. On the surface, a lot of teams don't like to do that, and there's a reason for it. It does take you out of your rhythm, takes your focus away from what you're trying to accomplish within the league. Sometimes it can give you a false sense of confidence if you play great and you win. It can set you back, and you have to kind of repair some things if you lose. But having said that, I believe that we're in a good place. I don't know. I would like to think that we have things trending in the right direction, but there's still a lot between now and March 1st or 2nd, whenever that season ends, regular season ends. So Thursday's another opportunity for us to just see what we got, see what we're missing. That's it.
You said yesterday that while you were pleased with the depth, you kind of wanted more contributions and more consistency. Did you like what you saw today? You had 6 that finished in double figures.
Yeah. I think it'd be great to get great contributions from a lot of people. If you're able to get multiple people in double figures, and if you're able to do that in the first half, that's fantastic. If it comes in the fourth quarter, that's the 3-run homer when you're up 8-2 in the 9th inning. So we have to make sure that we're able to distribute the ball enough, and people have to be productive. And I think that's when we're at our best. So that these first halves and some of these first quarters have given us an opportunity to spread it around. Obviously, when Paige is aggressive like she was, it changes things a little bit for us.
Geno, it's been a while since you get your all 5 guys that you thought would be starting going through practice. Is it starting to show? And you're seeing a lot of backdoor cuts. You're seeing guys that look like they've actually played in practice together a little bit more than you maybe had earlier in the season.
It does show. It does take time. It helps if you obviously get a ton of reps doing the exact same things. We try to be consistent in our practices and keep our stuff consistently consistent. That's the best way I can describe it. We don't vary too much what we're doing. So with enough repetitions, we start to see the results of it. Players become a little better in their basketball IQ, reading each other, and that's a byproduct of spending time together. And you're right, I don't remember the last time that was the case. That we've had who I envision, being the top 7, let's say, on the team.
Geno, can you describe the bond between Addy and your players that you saw, what kind of you saw unfolding there over the last few years?
sometimes, not sometimes, but generally speaking, these scenarios start with an idea, and let's have an idea where we kind of sort of adopt someone that we can make their experience and what they're going through much better by surrounding them with a group of people that can take their mind off of what they're going through and put them in a different space. And invariably, there's players on your team that get emotionally attached. And we certainly have that, and some more than others. And it became more than just, we're doing this because it's a great cause. It's a great, doing community service things. We're giving back to the community. Yeah, that's all well and good. But it became, she's on our team, and it became, she's part of our family, and Abby became more than just a symbol of what we're doing. She became an inspiration to us all. When the team went to her services, we literally could not practice that day or the next day. It was very, very emotional for our team. We tend to look at our players like adults or young adults, but at heart they're kids. And when they see another kid like them going through what Abby was going through, it certainly it leaves a lasting impression on you. I think it makes you a better person.
Caitlin hits multiple threes again today.
Microphone.
Oh,
2 games in a row? Whoa, 2 games in a row?
yes. Just how valuable has it been for your offense?
Twice is a coincidence, right? Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence. You know what people say? So 3 times is beginning of a pattern. So let's just hope that that it continues. There's a different look on Caitlin's face when she's shooting it and she knows it's going in, and that's what she looked like today. That's what she looked like the last game. I can't think of anything more important that that an athlete, a person doing anything needs more than self-confidence, self-belief, and when you see the ball go in practice especially, it changes our team. Obviously, it changes our team, and it gives us another dimension. And I hope that Caitlin can keep building on these things.
Is there a point where you saw that confidence click for her, or has it just been kind of a slow build?
I don't know. She's a weirdo. Carla told me she was different. I think maybe really smart kids from Princeton, I have a hard time relating to, because I don't understand. I was never at that level. But one thing we did talk about that I thought was interesting was I asked her that old question: if we flipped a coin and it came up heads 50 straight times, would you bet your life that it would come up heads the 51st time? She said no. I said exactly. What happened before has nothing to do with what comes next. Zero. And so the best shooters are the ones that can leave the last one behind. Yeah, if you want to think the basket's as big as a swimming pool because you just made 2 in a row, great, have at it. But those shooters, those basketball players that hang on to their last miss too long, after a while they have a hard time getting out of that for quite some time. So, that was before we left for DePaul. Maybe I should go, teach a class at Princeton. How to flip a coin.
Geno, you seem to have a lot to say to Ice and Gianna on the defensive end very early in the game. Is that an area of the team that you really want to see evolve over these next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, it's something that obviously we've talked about a lot, and we have to keep harping on. What do you need? What do you need that you don't have right now? So you start looking at your team and you say, boy, it'd be great to throw the ball in the post and get an easy bucket and draw a foul and get a 3-point play the other way. Now, there's a lot of coaches that would tell you, why? Why would you throw the ball in the post to a 6'5" kid that has a 6'5" kid guarding them and have them score over them? Why not just shoot an open 3? There's a lot to be said for that. But I'm old-fashioned, and I like throwing the ball in there and getting a bucket and getting to the free throw line. Next, what else you need? Well, you need a rim protector. Well, I'm not sure either of those guys are going to be rim protectors, but they can keep the ball from coming in there a little better than we do right now. And lastly, can we count on them to make sure that the other team gets one shot? Now, that's a team-wide thing. I get that. But unless the two of them are going to shoot the ball like our guards from the 3-point line, they're going to have to contribute in that manner. And so, yeah, that's going to be me harping on it for the next 30 days and beyond.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah.
Just go.
Is there something else besides the chemistry developing that's leading to the offense being so good right now? I mean, is it?
I would say it's the pace that we're playing at right now. When you talk to kids in high school and you ask them, if you say to the kid, hey, listen, what kind of college program you want to play in? You want to walk the ball up the floor and run a play every single time? Or you want to play fast-paced, fast break, up-tempo basketball? Every single one of them will tell you, except Kara Walters, every single one of them will tell you that they want to play in a fast-paced, up-tempo program. Until they get there and you make them run their ass off and they realize how hard it is to play like that. So it's not an easy thing to get your players to understand how hard they have to run, how often they have to exert themselves in transition. And I truly believe that most teams, including ours, most teams in America, they're susceptible to transition baskets because it's much harder now than it's ever been to play transition defense. Okay? What used to be people get 2s in transition, now people get 3s in transition. So it's crucial that you play good transition defense. And I think attacking teams in transition has got to be a huge part of your offense. And that's how we want to play. And that's how they want to play. It's just getting them to that point takes time. So hopefully, we can keep our foot on the gas. But that's basically what it's been.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.